One of my pet peeves is ugly ass automatic farms, so in this episode I'm going to attempt to make the most aesthetic automatic farms I possibly can. From a lava dripstone reactor to a super smelter warehouse, we've got a bunch of work to do, so let's get into it. Alright, so first up I want to actually scout out for a location for our aesthetic automatic farms. I do have a bit of a spot in mind, so let's go check it out. Also, if you're wondering why some stuff looks slightly different, be sure to check out my previous video where I showcase my brand new mod pack. I'm not using all of the mods from that, but just mainly the aesthetic ones. But yeah, so I'm thinking this spot right here is actually going to be pretty good. I mean, it's not the flattest of spots, but we can definitely do a little bit of landscaping. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So yeah, I think spot is found. What I want to do next is actually just go back and get a bunch of resources, starting off actually with some wood, because we're going to need a lot of that. I'm also going to need heaps of stone and copper as well for a couple of the designs that I have in mind. So, cue the montage. I ended up spending almost 2 days chopping wood, which ended up still not being enough for all of the builds we needed to tackle this episode. I also mined out a bit of stone down in the mine as well. Alright, I'm back from mining a bunch of cobblestone and some copper as well, and yeah, I do not have any coal left whatsoever. So my master plan is to make up a bunch of buckets and go just basically harvest heaps of lava down in the mines, because I don't really have my dripstone farm set up yet. Also, this is all the wood we got. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize I got that much. That's pretty good. Alright, let's head down to the mine and maybe do a little bit of exploring and gather a bunch of lava. Oh bro, check out this epic technique. You ready? I'm gonna crush the crap out of these mobs. Go. Yes, get him, get him, get him. Look at that. Screw that spider. Oh my god, okay. It's time to evacuate. Alright, catch you later, idiots. We've got an enderman as well. Oh, there's some lava down there. I just really do not want to fight that guy because for some reason they just almost kill me every single time. There's a bit of iron around here as well. I'm just gonna... Oh, dude, I just cannot help myself, okay? I know we're literally making an automatic iron farm this episode, but it's too good to resist, you know? Oh, brother, look at that. Yes. Always love me a good bit of cheeky diamonds. Come on. Yes, there's more than one. Thank Christ. Where's the lava at, man? I'm finding everything. Literally everything other than lava. There's one source down here, along with a goddamn creeper, of course. Oh my god. Okay, I thought his timer would have, like, reset there. That... Jesus Christ, man. Alright, there is one lava source. We've got another one down here. Yes. There's another one. Dude, just give me a lava lake or something. This is annoying as hell. Oh, yes. More diamonds for your boy, please. God. Oh my... Dude, that just gave me full goosebumps. I'm not even... Oh, these creepers out here are just ridiculous. The worst part about them is they just make no noise until they're like right behind you and they're sizzling, ready to burst. Freaking bastards, man. Oh, there it is. Yes, the lava lake we have been asking for. All right, and we are back. This is going to make smelting so much quicker and easier. Well, not really quicker, actually, but it's just going to make it... Coal is just literally just such a big pain in the ass. So, yeah, I cannot wait until we get that fully automatic farm set up. It's going to be so good. All right, let's get smelting all of this crap. And honestly, I don't know what we're going to do next. So I'll see you where I see you, I guess. Okay, so after a lot of deliberation and also setting up everything over here and all this crap, I've decided this area is just simply not going to work. The landscape is just going to be too annoying to work with, and it's I don't think it's going to be big enough as well. So yeah, we're moving out. God damn it, I don't have enough freaking space. Oh, I'm gonna have to do another trip, but I'll show you exactly where I'm actually going to be building this stuff in a second. Actually, I could probably just show you right now. It's going to be over there. It's a lot flatter and a lot nicer and bigger of a location. So I'll meet you over there and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so here we are. Yeah, you can see from this view here, you can see this is a much better spot, definitely. This should definitely be able to hold all of the builds that I'm wanting because, yeah, they're going to be kind of big, actually. So, yeah. Oh, well, that's my second trip done. I'm going to have to go grab the rest of that stuff. I'll meet you guys back here again, and we can actually get started with our first build. Okay, we are back. I've got all of my stuff, and we're going to get started on the first aesthetic automatic farm, which is going to be actually a 2-in-1. It's going to be sugarcane and bamboo. And to house those two farms, we're going to need quite a large building, and that is going to actually be a water mill. I'm also just creating an elevated foundation of dirt here just because I want it to be slightly above the actual water line. So I think we're going to start it maybe around here and Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna spend some time getting the shape figured out and also establishing all of the pillars and stuff. So we'll get that done as a time lapse right now. I did do a slight bit of terraforming along with adding a section that'd stick out into the water. I also built out the frame of the rest of the watermill, going for a rectangular shape. With the first floor pillars done, I just repeated that same thing to add in a second floor. Alright, so there's the framework all laid out for our watermill here. Now I'm planning on having the actual water wheels on this like face here, sticking out obviously in the water. And then the roof, we'll just keep that consistent with the rest of our roofs as well. We'll go with, you know, this block palette over here. I think that's going to look pretty good. So I think it's time to probably just resume the time lapse and continue building. I ended up changing the landscape I did and added a stone foundation balcony thing along with starting the water wheel. It consists of 2 separate wheels to make it a little thicker, along with the spokes pointing in each direction that I connected up with stairs and slabs. To complete the wheel, I added a stone holder thing at the end and then started back on the building with the walls. I opted for using stone and stone bricks for the first floor, transitioning to diorite and polished diorite on the second for a bit of a medieval theme. I added plenty of details along with finalizing the roof for this section, along with of course getting the final main roof created. Alright, so there is our completed exterior for the watermill. Definitely looking really nice, as you can see. Is a nice little view. However, as we step inside, obviously there's nothing in here. I have done the floor and a little bit of the ceiling, but in here I'm wanting to add in our automatic sugarcane farm, and then up on the second floor here will be our automatic bamboo farm. And so for these farms, I'm gonna need a bunch of observers which need quartz, which means I need to go to the nether, unfortunately. Oh my god, dude, why are these guys back? I just want these guys to stop spawning, man. It's pissing me off. So I'm just going to make a quick and dirty little nether portal down in the mine here. I will probably eventually make like a full-on design for this, but I've already got a lot of work I need to get done this episode. And yeah, I just don't have the time to do a nether portal as well. So I'm sorry about that. All right, let's light it up, step inside and pray that we are not in the shittest location possible. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Oh, I should have worn some gold shit because these guys are going to not piss off, man. Oh, he does so much damage as well. Holy crap. Okay, well, thankfully we have Fortune 3. This is gonna make this nice and quick and easy. So I'm just gonna harvest a bunch of this stuff, and I'll probably meet you guys back at the watermill. Okay, I am back, and what the hell? Dude, these guys are right outside now. Look at them. I hear them, but I don't see them. Oh, there they are. They're all just having a swim together. Okay, yeah, I should now have everything that we need to make this. God, this was all a pain in the ass to get, but we're finally here. And there's also a bee inside my watermill for some reason. All right, so first up, we're going to add in our sugarcane on this layer right here. Then because this first floor is going to be sugarcane, we of course need some water behind here. Now that sound of water running is going to be pissing me off, so I'm going to make this into just full water sources. All right, now we're going to cover all of this up with our stone. Next, we'll add a layer of pistons. And then finally, above all of these, we're going to add all of our observers. I'm going to add more full blocks back here. Dude, this is wasting all of my stone. Freaking hell. Line of redstone back here. And then finally, another layer of full blocks behind these observers. Okay, and that should be our harvesting mechanism all done. Let's go ahead and just grow some sugarcane here. There we have it. Gets harvested, sweet. I'm gonna plant all of this in. And now the next thing we need to do is, of course, add in our rails underneath that are going to be collecting everything. All right, so at each end, we're simply going to add a powered rail like this. Then we're gonna connect them up with some regular rails. In the middle here, we want a hopper that is going to be pointing this way and into our double chest. This is what's going to, of course, you know, collect all of our stuff. And then we just finish up those rails all the way across. And now all we need to do is just add in our minecart with a hopper. And this is just gonna continuously go back and forth. It'll pick up all of our crap and dump it in this hopper and into our chest. And yeah, so that's pretty much the farm done. All we need to do now is add in a nice little casing, and I'm going to do that with some deep slate blocks, and then I'm going to fill this in with some glass panes. All right, and there is the first farm all completed and growing away. I've also just prettied up the chest area as well, definitely looking a little bit nicer. So now what I'm going to do is head up to the second floor and basically just build the exact same thing except for bamboo this time. And I also don't have any bamboo, so once we get that done, I'm going to have to go find a bloody jungle somewhere. So I'm gonna get that all built, and I'll hopefully meet you guys at a jungle that I've found and getting some bamboo. All right, I've just pretty much finished the top farm. I'm now just gonna head off in a random direction in hopes of finding some bamboo and also maybe some different wood types, because right now I'm just only using oak, which is, it's kind of getting boring at this point. I don't think I've literally used my favorite block, spruce. I haven't used it in like, I think like 8 videos or so. So yeah, I'm definitely like a recovering spruce addict at the moment, but I wouldn't mind getting some of it back in my hands. Oh, some freaking coal. Look at all of it, dude. I mean, we're not going to need it soon, but right now it's pissing me off not being able to smelt shit. So I'm going to get a bunch of this. I'm going to, yeah, hopefully find some new trees. I mean, I don't really want cherry, or maybe I do. I mean, yeah. Hopefully some dark oak, hopefully some spruce, and hopefully some goddamn bamboo and jungle. So I'll hopefully meet you guys there. Oh, yes, look at that. There's a jungle right there. Yes. Let's get our asses over there, all right? Oh, no. Don't tell me this is a jungle that has no bamboo or something, dude. This is looking grim. I'm just gonna have to dive straight into the depths and fucking hope we find some, dude. Oh, yes, look at that. That is a beautiful sight to see, I'm telling you. Oh, we even got some melons too. Hell yeah, I'll take some of them. Yes, look at that beautiful thing. Come here. Come on, you little mongrel. All right, that should definitely be enough. I mean, it's gonna grow pretty quickly anyway. Honestly, I haven't found any new woods other than obviously jungle and the cherry, which I honestly don't ever even use anyway because they're kind of gross. All right, I'm gonna head back home and we'll finish up that last farm real quick. Okay, on my way back, I have just actually spotted some dark oak up on this hill over here, which I think, oh my god, dude. Lucky I freaking got out of zoom just then, dude. I would have freaking fell to my death right there. So I'm gonna quickly actually go up and grab a bunch of that and some saplings too, so we can start actually using dark oak, which would be pretty cool. So I'm gonna grab that and I'll meet you guys back at the watermill. All right, we've made it back to the watermill. Let's get up here and plant in all of our bamboo. Yes, the perfect amount. Look at that. Yes. Okay, now I definitely do want to get some light up in here so that these can grow. So there we go. There's some light. Look at them. They're already going. Yes. Okay, what I'm going to do now is just cover up the front of this with that nice black stone facade. So yeah, just give me a second. All right, and there we have it. There is our beautiful bamboo farm all established. We're already even getting some bamboo harvested and in our chest. I can actually start using scaffolding now, so I'm very grateful for that. But now the final thing I actually want to do for this is make it look like the actual windmill is powering these crop farms. So right here is where our actual shaft, I guess, comes through. And so I just want to kind of make it look like this is actually just powering all of these farms. And then it'll go through here and into like this part, I guess. Yeah, don't ask how it works or whatever, but that's going to go in there and power everything there and up on the top floor as well. So yeah, I just thought that was a cool little detail to add, I guess. But yeah, there we have it. That is our first 2 farms actually completed. And I definitely think this is probably the most aesthetic I could possibly get them. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this overall. All right, before we get started on the next project, I actually have enough levels to fully enchant the rest of my tools. So I might as well make a brand new axe here. I think the sword should be fine. We'll just, you know, we'll just leave it like that. All right, so let's get our lapis in and our axe. Silk touch, man, what the fuck? On breaking 3, why can't that just say sharpness or something? I'm actually on the verge of tears. Bane of arthropods. Okay, looting 2, that's actually pretty good. Dude, I'm getting no efficiency, no sharpness, no nothing like that, dude. I'm actually... Okay, there's something good. It's not breaking. What the fuck? Dude, I must be enchanting wrong or something. Like, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I've got heaps of bookcases. Like, what else am I supposed to do? It's not too bad, you know, it's not the end of the world. I really need to get mending on this soon because it's on the verge of breaking, but man. All right, so the next build I want to get done is going to be a lava dripstone reactor, okay? This is going to be pretty crazy. And I'm wanting to put it either just behind the windmill or like kind of diagonally off to the right behind it. And I've decided on a block palette of polished andesite, granite, and also deep slate. And we're going to need a lot of copper as well. I've been smelting up a bunch of copper. You can see I got some there. We got some in those top furnaces and up here as well. But I do not really have any andesite, so... yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a bunch of that along with a whole heap of granite as well. So I'm gonna go harvest all of that crap and then we can finally get started on the lava dripstone reactor. I wanted to theme this reactor more so as a 1930s factory building, which I felt a block palette of polished andesite and granite worked really well for. As you can see here, we're using that polished andesite for the frame of the building, which also extends up over the roof, sort of connecting the front and back pillars together. Then for the walls is where that textured granite and polished granite comes in to contrast nicely with the andesite, along with keeping that plain sort of feeling palette of a 1930s building. I added some more andesite onto the roof to divide up some sections where we could add some big chimneys to, of which I made out of polished deep slate. After adding campfires into all of them, I transitioned to the left wall to add a big lava tank connecting to the factory with some copper pipes. Alright, so there is the completed exterior of our lava dripstone reactor building. I think it's turned out really nice. I mean, it's not the craziest build, of course, but I kind of wanted that like old factory look, I guess, like kind of like from my Create series from a little while ago, if any of you have actually seen that. So yeah, it kind of gives that like 1900s factory vibe, and I really love all the pipes on top as well with the smoke coming out and this lava tank on the side. Yeah, I love that. So we're going to keep that kind of aesthetic on the inside as well. I was definitely inspired by this image that I found, which, I don't know, it just looked really cool. So I'm not going to completely copy that, but I'm just going to go for a similar kind of vibe. So I'm thinking on the left and right sides, I want like these big lava tanks. So probably about this big. They're going to go all the way up to the ceiling. They're just going to be filled to the brim with lava. So yeah, just something exactly like this. I'm just going to add in some lava at the top here. Okay, good. It is actually flowing out. Oh, it's not flowing out how I want it to though. Shit. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Oh my god. I almost burnt to a crisp then. I think I need to... I probably just need to add more lava sources, eh? I really didn't want to use all of them, but might have to. Okay, let's see if I can get in here. So we want one there and one there. Hopefully that works, please. Yes. Okay, there we go. That's what I want. Let's cover this up. And there we go. We have our lava tank. I'm going to get this exact same thing built on the other side. So just give me a second. All right, so there's our 2 lava tanks all done. Now what I'm wanting in the middle of the room is some rows of cauldrons. So I'm thinking 4 rows of 5 like this. That's why I have, you know, exactly 20 cauldrons as well. So there we go. Exactly like that. That is also all of my iron completely gone. So we're going to have to probably make the iron farms next. But yeah, continuing on, I kind of want to connect these 2 lava tanks up to something floating above these, which is obviously where the dripstone is going to be situated. So I think that is going to be about the height that I want. And then we'll have dripstones coming down from that and like dripping, you know, obviously into the cauldrons. Now, I don't think I'm going to have enough dripstone, but thankfully I did find a little cave earlier that we should be able to get some more from. And I'm pretty sure it's this one. I'm kind of praying actually that it is this one. Yes, there we go. There's all the dripstone. Okay, let's get down there and grab some. There's a couple of skellywags in the way, of course, so we're gonna have to deal with those bastards. Come on, you mongrels. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we're just gonna have to run in. Get out of here, mate. Oh, okay, that's actually... That was way too close. I seriously need to upgrade my armor, dude. That's just ridiculous. We're still on iron out here. Well, I mean, at least this sword excels really well at killing spiders. They literally only take 1 hit to kill. Oh my god, of course there's a creeper just sitting in there. Like, what the hell, dude? What are you doing? All right, that should definitely be enough dripstone. Let's get the hell out of here because I just, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna die down here, so. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to let you know, I actually enchanted a second pickaxe while I was mining for resources for the, what's it called? The factory, and we got a pretty good one. Silk Touch, Efficiency, and Unbreaking. I'm very happy with that. But yeah, I'm gonna mine all this up and I'll meet you guys back at the factory. All right, we are back and I'm just gonna continue adding these rows exactly like this. Of course, adding all of our dripstone down, and this should look pretty awesome once it's done. So just give me a second. All right, now I'm wanting a way to actually get up there that kind of looks like a factory thing, I guess. So I'm gonna make like a little catwalk, which I think will be cool. So let's just make like a pillar here with a ladder. And then to actually hold all of the lava that's going to be in here, I was thinking some cut copper stairs around this would look quite nice. So let's get all of these placed in. Right, so there's all of those stairs added in. And I'm thinking that's looking pretty cool. And now I want to add in some like pipes that are coming out of this tank and actually going up into there. So I'm thinking the chiseled copper block is going to look really nice as like kind of a pump block, I guess. So let's add that in right there. And then I'm going to be using these lightning rods as sort of pipes, I guess. All right, now with our aesthetics taken care of, it's time to get the functionality sorted out. So let's start placing in all of the lava that I have to my name, which looks like we're going to get maybe about a row and not even a half. But that's okay. These will now start slowly filling up with lava and I can use those to fill in the rest and eventually to fill up my furnaces back at home, or actually even the furnaces we're going to be building in our super smelter soon. But now the final thing I want to actually do is just add in a little bit of storage at the back here and like, I don't know, some kind of cool design. Yeah, how cool does that look? It definitely doesn't look weird at all, trust. But yeah, we can use that storage for like putting our buckets and lava and stuff in like that. And yeah, I think that is pretty much done. This turned out really cool. I love this little interior here. But yeah, so now I think it's time to move on to our next farm, which I definitely want to kind of get the iron farm set up because I have none at the moment. So I'm going to figure out a spot to get this set up and we'll probably just start building it as a time lapse starting right now. I decided right in front of our reactor building would be perfect and got to work landscaping and figuring out the location for, actually, 2 iron farms as I decided one simply wouldn't be enough. If you're wondering, I am of course using a tutorial for these, the classic one from Voltrox, link in the description. It's the one I've used on every single world and always works perfectly. Alright, we've come to the time in the iron farm where I need to now bring my villagers over to the actual iron farm, and I'm telling you, this method works perfectly of having boats down here, except for the fact that there's like 300 cats down here. But we've got this guy in our boat. I need to do this like another freaking 3 times, but at least we can easily just get to the river right here and just take them straight over to the iron farm. Now, obviously, I can't get them up onto the land without them running away, so I'm just gonna dig like a little water channel that runs all the way down here, and then like in the tutorial video I'm watching, link in the description by the way, when it gets to nighttime they should all run down into the beds. So I'm gonna get this filled up with water. I'll bring a bunch more villagers down here, get them into the pens, and we'll continue building the rest of that as the time time-lapse right now. Now, at this point, I'd realized I'd made a definitely quite questionable shape here, but at least it worked well for getting the villagers close to the farms. It did still end up being a bit of a pain to get them in, but we got there in the end. With the entire spawning mechanism for the golems completed, it was now time to create the kill chambers, which consisted of simply water that had pushed the golems into some lava. Quite inhumane, I know. I also lured some zombies down into the mechanism to keep the villagers perpetually scared shitless. And with all the inhumane farm stuff done, it was time for the fun part, making it look humane and nice on the outside. I achieved that by creating some wooden gazebo type structures above the farms. I also spent some time making the chests a bit more accessible with some stairs, along with adding a bunch of details to our gazebo building things. Alright, and there we have it. There are the iron farms all completed. It's definitely not the most aesthetic way I probably could have done this. Honestly, I tried my best. It's just, it sucks having to have all these slabs and shit everywhere, just trying to, like, to stop the iron golems from spawning. I really wish there was a better way to do it. I mean, I did use some string along here, but I've already run out. I could have just used string along all of the grass that was here, but I don't know. I just didn't really like that idea. My idea was kind of like a plaza area, or like a hub kind of thing, I don't really know. And then having these like kind of roofed sections above the actual iron farms and having them nice and open, I felt these actually do look pretty nice in my opinion. I like these little arches as well that I've added here. But yeah, the iron farms are now working smoothly and perfectly. As you can see, we almost already have a stack in this chest. And over in this chest, we've got, yeah, pretty much 3 away from a stack. That's actually crazy. That's just while I've been building, these have already accumulated almost a stack each. And well, we're definitely going to need all of that iron for the next build that we're going to get done, which is going to be our automatic super smelter. I want to build this over in this corner over here, and I want to build it in kind of like a warehouse style. I want like a big kind of diorite warehouse, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, I'm just going to get the shell of it built now as a time lapse, of course. So yeah, let's get started. Alrighty tidy, first up of course I got the old landscape smoothed off and workable, and then got straight into figuring out the position of the super smelter warehouse. I built up our polished diorite pillars and began slapping on a big old warehouse style roof using that same diorite for the trim and stone for the main roof block. Down to the walls, I did a style of walls I've never really tried before, using tough bricks, stone bricks, and stone at the top, along with a cute little window design and some walls on those walls. Now, I was actually pretty happy with this design. Why can't I say that, dude? Now, I was actually pretty happy with this design, so I simply repeated it across all the empty areas around the warehouse. I slapped some lanterns under those window cover things to keep it nice and bright, and then added some warehouse type designs to the front with a hanging cover above the door and some big open garage style door things on the sides. I also added in a floor of stone slabs because I'm a cheapskate. It was now time to fill up the warehouse with our super smelters, 2 in total. I built up the design, opting to keep it more aesthetically pleasing and less functional, which is honestly the main aim of this episode. Aesthetics are always better than functionality. I simply repeated that exact same design over on the other side. I was gonna mirror it so it was symmetrical, but I just didn't want to f with the design and have it possibly not work. To finish everything off, I added some lanterns hanging down on some chains. Alright, and there it is. There is the fully completed super smelter. Well, it's actually 2 super smelters in one, which is pretty cool, and we still have so much room in here as well for activities. Honestly, don't really know what else to add in here. I don't know, I just kind of thought that these 2 would take up the whole area, but but yeah, these 2 should work perfectly. I don't actually really have anything to smelt at the moment, unfortunately, but I ended up getting this all working out. It was kind of a pain in the ass, but yeah, they're both pretty good now. And you can see we've got our iron input, our coal input, and then the output chest as well. I just really like this design because usually, like, you know, you have to have the chest kind of staggered and a lot higher up, but if you just offset the actual super smelter back a little further, you can make the front look a lot nicer and just have the minecarts simply go up like this, and it just looks way cleaner in my opinion. And then yeah, I just like having 2 separate ones so we can smelt different things at the same time. I mean, you know, you can even do that on one, but I just like having them separate anyway. You know, yeah. Oh my god, of course there's a creeper right here. Please don't explode. Oh, what the? Why did that one take an extra hit? You have got to be kidding me. That scared the absolute shit out of me, dude. They usually only take 2 jump shot hits to die, but that one had an extra hit left in him. What the f? That's actual bullshit. Alright, but yeah, there we have it. All of our farms are now fully completed and looking awesome. I think my favorite, oh man, it's a hard choice between the watermill and the factory. I think I love this interior the most. Just this like kind of industrial layout looks so awesome. Then the watermill exterior, I think, is the nicest. You know, just let me know in the comments what you think though as well. Alright, and so yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. If you want to use the same mod pack that I'm using, be sure to check out this video right here on the screen where I showcase all of the mods that we use, and you can also, you know, just download it from there as well. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.